She served as the State Department's Deputy Special Envoy under President Trump and joins us now. Great to have you, Ellie.
Will, it's great to be with you.
So before we get directly into Iran, what if predicament the Biden administration finds itself in after reducing American energy independence, domestic production, and now looking for alternatives when Saudi Arabia cuts the oil production? I don't know if that's going to be Venezuela. I don't know where it's going to be, but it doesn't seem to be in the U.S. national security interest.
Will, I have to tell you, Joe Biden is in a crisis that he invented himself. The U.S. under the Trump administration was an energy exporting country, and Joe Biden has crushed the American energy industry because of his woke climate change policies. At the same time, he came into office and he decided to alienate our historic allies, specifically the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He said that he was going to turn Saudi Arabia into a pariah state. He has been entreating the Iranians to re-enter the disastrous Iran deal. And so all of these factors together have alienated our historic ally, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Biden went to the kingdom in July. He's come back, and here we are 3 months later, and Saudi Arabia and OPEC are announcing oil cuts. Well, guess what? His trip was a failure. I think we can take that assumption, seeing that.
Well, why do you think then Saudi... 3 months ago, he goes, we know that had to have been a point of discussion. Now, here 3 months later, they cut production. Why?
They cut production because it's in their best interest to do so, Will, and we cannot blame the Saudis for doing that. But at the same time, I think it's a huge signal from our Saudi allies that they are not happy with the Biden administration. Again, they are not happy with Biden trying to re-enter the Iran deal. They're not happy with the Biden administration delisting the Houthis as a foreign terrorist organization. And they certainly didn't appreciate the attempt to make Saudi Arabia, again, a historic ally of the United States, into a pariah state.
Right. So to your point of pursuing climate change, woke climate change policy agenda and goals, it's now clear, needs to be pointed out, if you turn to places like, maybe less so Iran, but definitely Venezuela, you're talking about a dirtier form of oil and gas than the ones we were producing here at home, meaning it's even counterproductive to your climate change goals.
Absolutely. There's no cleaner energy producer than the United States of America. But also, is Joe Biden really going to empower and enrich Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela? Is he really going to enrich the Iranian regime as women and young girls are protesting right now in the streets as we speak, risking their lives? They're demanding regime change. They're chanting death to the dictator. At this moment in time when the Iranian regime is on the cusp of collapse, is Joe Biden going to throw them a lifeline and buy oil from them?
What's the answer to your own question?
Well, he cannot do that. That would be un-American of Joe Biden, and I don't think the American people would stand for it.
Yeah, to answer your own question, wow, he better, to reduce domestic production and then turn to Venezuela and Iran. I just can't imagine. Make that make sense. And you've done your best this morning, Ellie. Great to talk to you.
Great to be with you.